What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Simon. I talk about everything to do with electric transport, and on this week's episode we're going to compare three EV city cars: the Honda E, the Mini Electric and the BMW i3. So if that interests you at all, or you're looking for a new EV, or even indeed looking to get a city car, stick around. In the meantime, let's roll the credits. So, those that have been watching the channel, you'll know that I currently drive a BMW i3, and I've also recently driven a Honda E Electric and the Mini E. So I wanted to get those three cars, do a comparison between all of them. Now I've had a chance to drive the two new ones and obviously my own experiences with my BMW i3. They're all pretty reasonably small city cars. They are all built for city driving, although for me, if you've watched the channel, then the i3, I go everywhere in it. So just because I say city car just means that that's what it's originally built for. Doesn't mean to say you can't go up and down the country in it. So with three cars, they're all obviously, you've got BMW, you've got Honda, and you've got Mini. Now, let's start with the Mini Electric. So the Mini Electric that I reviewed recently, and I'll put all the details in the description below for the links for the various videos, but that one to me was, if you've currently got a Mini or you're looking to a Mini and you want to kind of upgrade to the next thing, the Mini Electric is brilliant. It has, I would say, around 100 to 120 mile range. Now most of these cars will have about the same, so let's go with range. So the Mini Electric has a range of approximately 100 to 120, and that is quite compared to the BMW i3 that I drive, which is a 2017 model. That's about 120 miles. Newer models, you'll probably get about another 20 or so miles on top of that, so there's not a huge amount of difference. Honda E, on the other hand, was, when I test drove it, you're probably pushing about 100 miles, 90 comfortably, so there's a little bit less. So range-wise, we're there or thereabouts. In terms of what you're getting, the quality and the build spec, I would say across the board on all three cars, the quality on each one, the i3, build quality, as you expect from BMW, is fantastic. A lot of renewables built in within the car and still being manufactured today. So you're getting a really good quality car from BMW. With the Mini, quite similar again, because really behind it is BMW anyway. The Mini is built on the backbone of the i3 and what they've learned from electric cars. So you're going to get all the benefits of that. You're going to get the benefits of from Mini, and they're combining those together to a fantastic little city car. Now the Honda E is a little bit of a curveball. Now the Honda, this is their first fully electric car. It's got a fantastic look. In my opinion, out of all three, the look of the Honda E hands down beats both the i3 and the Mini Electric. It's quirky, it's fun, it's got this cool little front end and the back end of the car. It just looks fantastic. Inside is no different. It's got massive long screens. Entertainment system is really good. So again, with Honda, it's a decent build quality. It's just a completely different looking car. Now, if you've had an i3 or you've seen my channel, you know that I absolutely love my i3. Biggest problem though is those lovely doors that swing out. Now they look fantastic, but in practice they're completely impractical. They're not great. So actually going from a car like that to say the Honda E would be ideal. Now when it comes to the Mini E, unfortunately this was only a 3-door, which means to get into the back you had to fold the seats kind of forward so you can squeeze in. Now I'm not sure why it's not a 5-door. I can't wait. Hopefully they'll bring out a 5-door, one of the other type Minis as electric. It was one of the key things really for me that I couldn't get on with, and especially having a family, you need those rear seats. Everything else though, absolutely fine. So design wise, I think between the three, certainly between the BMW i3, it's a love it or hate it type car. The Mini, you know exactly what you're getting. It's a safe bet. It's Mini. And for the Honda E, it's the new player, but I think the look is absolutely fantastic. So for looks, I think the Honda E hands down wins it. Range wise, I think i3 probably has it topped, especially if you go for one of the newer models. I think personally, I think with the extra 20 or 30 miles that you'll get out of an i3 compared to certainly the Honda E, and maybe a little bit more than the Mini, I think has that beat in terms of range. But if range isn't a big thing for you, and it's not for city cars really, then you know, I think again it's not really too much of a factor between the three. Build quality, again, I think all three are really good. I think personally, I think that BMW, both in the Mini and the i3, have the Honda beat in terms of build quality. It's not to say the Honda E isn't really good. I just think the other two are just slightly superior to the Honda E. Now, in terms of maybe features and tech, as you can imagine, the BMW i3 that I've got in 2017 is, I suppose, old tech in some regards. It doesn't regularly get very much updated in terms of the menus and stuff like that, so you don't get much apart from maybe maps and chargers. So that's a shame. The newer ones, obviously, you'll get the newer version, but I don't believe they're updated. So no true over-the-air updates. Now with the Mini, I'm not entirely sure. I would imagine that'll follow a similar standard as the i3, so I wouldn't expect too many updates beyond maps and chargers. The entertainment system in there is fantastic. Apple CarPlay, Google, that sort of stuff. The maps, everything works fantastic. Same as the i3. However, I got to admit, the Honda E, in terms of their entertainment system and everything else in there with the big displays, I think has beaten it. And the fact that it does over-the-air updates as well, I just think that has it kind of tipped over the other models. Let's come out to cost. So cost, the Mini Electric is upwards towards the 30,000, probably just below with a government grant. So is the Honda E. The BMW i3, however, is significantly more than that if you buy it new. Now, I bought mine second hand, but brand new, they're above both the Honda and the Mini. So if you're looking at the i3, personally, I would say get a second hand used by, say, a year. The batteries are still fantastic, so you'd have no problem there. I bought mine with a warranty set on it, and that gave me the servicing for 3 years. So you know, you could do something similar. So what would I pick? I'm looking for a new EV. I'm looking for a new city car. What would I pick out of these three cars? To me, it's really tough. But if I had to choose, I would probably go for the Honda E. And the reason for that, and it might surprise everyone, is that I just love the quirkiness and the look of the car, the entertainment system in the car, the build quality, everything about that car I absolutely love. The turning circle is phenomenal as well. Now, that's not to take anything away from the i3 or the Mini Electric, it's just my personal opinion. I just really wish for the Honda that they'd considered a slightly bigger battery to put 150, 200 miles in there, and maybe that will come in a future model. But my pick out of all those three would be the Honda E. Now, if I'm going to buy my next car, however, that no longer suits my purpose. The i3 currently does, but I'll be looking for something bigger and at least a 200 mile range. So maybe by the time I change my car, they'll get to that range where it's got the range as well as everything else. But in the meantime, that's my pick of the bunch. Let me know what you think. Have you been looking for a city car? What's your thoughts on all three? Those that already, I know people that watch this channel have already got a Honda E and a Mini E, and obviously a lot of people already watch my channel have got the i3s like I have. So I'd be really interested to know your views and comments. Leave them in below. Thank you to all my subscription people. Like, you guys that subscribe are fantastic. We're doing really well. It's just amazing to know that you guys watch the channel and you enjoy it. Thank you to my Patreon supporters as always. You guys are phenomenal, fantastic, and look out for more stuff coming to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. I really appreciate everyone watching, and thank you very much, and see you very soon. Bye bye for now.